Well, hello, everybody. I am Kay Fluellen, the host of the Best in Beauty Awards Gala. And tonight, I have invited a few friends here with me to talk about all things gala. So, first, I'm going to just introduce you to the people that I have here. I have a few more guests. If you would give me your time over the next hour, I'm going to give you a full blow by blow run through of what you can expect for Sunday, November the 5th, Best in Beauty Awards Gala that will be held at the beautiful Omni Hotel. First of all, as you're driving up to the Omni Hotel on the night of November the 5th, you should see plastered on the building outside Beauty Awards Gala. You should see Fluellen's Beauty Awards Gala as you are approaching the building. It will be flashing on the building for the entirety of the night. But then we're going to have a wonderful night of fun, food, festivities, fashion. But before I talk more about the gala, let me introduce a few of my friends. As a moderator, co host for the night, and a moderator for this night, there's my friend Elisa. Elisa, say hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Can I tell you that November 5th is going to go down in history as one of the most amazing, one of the most glamorous, one of the most fashionable nights in beauty in Dallas? I know you've heard of other programs, other galas, other awards, other events, but there's nothing like this. There really is nothing like this. So you got to get here. You got to get your tickets. Kay, I'm so glad that you asked me to be a part. So excited about all of this and all things to come that are all things gala. So we got to talk about it tonight.
Okay, next, I want to introduce my friend, the fabulous David Torrey. He is a internationally renowned hairstylist. He's a hair entertainer. He is incredible, creative, artistic. He's a dancer. He's a stylist. He is all things beauty. Guys, say hello to my dear friend David Torrey.
Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? How are y'all?
Doing great, doing great. So good to see you.
Good to see you too. I'm very, very excited about November 5th. When Kay called me with the idea to do it, I just jumped on it. I didn't care what it was. Just put me a part of the show. I'm super excited. I'll be doing a tribute to her mom. So it's gonna be really, really good. I don't want to give away anything. But just expect to be shocked. Just expect to be thoroughly entertained and yeah, just go home like you're gonna be feeling yourself going home. You're gonna be proud to be black.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, I also in the night we will have a fashion event. And I have my fashion designer, Mr. Robert Lee of the House of Armadeus. Robert, do you mind just introducing yourself and
Okay.
just give us a few words? We'll come back a little later to talk
Okay.
about what you're doing. He has his needle and threads. He's working on it right
Yeah,
now. Robert,
always,
just introduce
always.
yourself and tell us what we can expect.
Hi, I'm Robert Lee, the House of Amadeus original designer, Robert Lee P. Percy. On this night, this will be the second time I get to work with Miss Fluella. I've known her family for many, many years, and it's an honor to be able to work with her again this year. This year, you will see Dark Angel, and that means every garment that you think is one garment is not the garment. So this is a show you do not want to miss. We're all looking forward to you all coming out, celebrating this legend throughout the industry and the hair. And once again, I'm proud to be a part of this organization again for the second time. Trust me, you will not be appointed.
N- thank you, Robert.
Okay.
Next, I have also online my nephew of BF Configurations, Mr. Brian Fluellen, who is going to be in charge of production. Brian, can you just greet us with a hello and just briefly? We'll come back later where you'll tell us
Okay.
all the details of what you will be doing, but just give us just a brief introduction of who you are and what you'll be doing.
Got you. Hello, everybody. So, listen, my name is Brian Fluellen. I am here. I'm excited, kind of like everyone else that's been before you guys. So, I'm going to be in control of the AV, audio, video, and all the lighting and sound and all that good stuff. When I tell you guys, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss it. I'm excited. Kate, thank you so much for putting me in place with this. And, man, I'm going to tell you, if you guys don't have your ticket, Go online right now and go get their ticket right now.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Lisa and I, let's just start with a little dialogue about what the night will look like. You happened to be there last year. I want you to just start out telling them about what you saw last year. And then after you take a moment and talk about what you saw last year, I'm going to come back and backdoor that and tell them about what's going to be different this year.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys, let me tell you what, the Llewellyn family, can I just start there? The Llewellyn family is, they are synonymous with class, with beauty, with extravagance, with over the topness in a way that just leaves you so inspired, so inspired. And so when I walked into the space, first of all, it was in a glamorous hotel. It was in a beautiful space. The decor, oh my gosh, you know how it is when you walk into a place and the place just makes you feel special. I mean, including everything that you brought with you, because you're going to be dressed to the nines, you're going to be looking good, smelling good, but there's just something about being in a beautiful place that's elevated, that just takes it to another level. And so when I walked into the space last year, okay, just the space, the way it was decorated, the largeness of the room, the vastness of the room, the decor of the room. So it was what I saw. But it wasn't just what I saw, it was what I heard. There was a band playing, there was music playing. And then the next thing I knew, people, gorgeous people all over the room. It was one of those moments that you knew you were in the place to be tonight. Now, you guys know about that acronym, you know, the fear of missing out. I don't want you to have the fear of missing out because last year there were some of you who got your tickets at the last minute and barely made it in. Anybody who was in that room, who looked around the room, who saw the decor, who heard the music, who saw the people. When I looked around the room, it was like the who's of Dallas, you know. And the beautiful thing about the Llewellyn family and about Kay particularly is that their reach extends to so many different circles in Dallas. And so it was the beauty industry, obviously, the beauty industry, the best of the best of the best. I mean, all over the room. You saw all over the room these amazing people that you would want to get close to, but honestly couldn't unless you had an appointment. So it was an amazing opportunity to get close to them, to see them, to take pictures with them. But then I looked around the room and I saw entertainment. I saw politics. I saw judges. I mean, just all over the room. I saw entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs from very established companies as well as upstarts. I saw corporate America. I saw the news. I saw entertainment. You guys, seriously, when I looked around the room, this is before the show even started. It was a gala like nothing I had ever experienced. And then the show got started. You guys, from the host to the awards being given, to the sentimental moments, to the speeches I heard. And let me just say, it wasn't like, you know, these award shows you watch where honestly you're playing on your phone at a certain point because you got bored. You know, it was nice, but then you're playing on your phone, you know, because it got bored. I was engaged, Kay, from the first minute to the last. It was an amazing night, and I can't wait to do it all over again.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for sharing that. Now, what we have done this year, like I said, my vision was to create an Oscars of sorts for hairstylists. My vision was to make sure that stylists and the beauty industry is celebrated like no other. So while we had a beautiful hotel last time, this year I chose to go to the Omni, take it to the Omni Hotel, the largest convention hotel in Dallas. Now, again, just driving up to the hotel will be lit up honoring the beauty industry as you are driving to the hotel. When you come up, the hotel has its normal valet, but anybody that they see pull up in formal attire, they're going to direct them to a second valet because we have an exclusive valet that night just for the Beauty Awards Gala. They assured me one of the reasons I chose this hotel is they assured me that they would hire enough staff to make sure nobody has to wait in excess of 10 to 15 minutes to park or to get their car. Last year, because of the rush of people, the hotel was simply not prepared for all of the people who were valet parking. This year, the hotel is going to hire one person per every so many people who buys a ticket, so that no guest is waiting any longer than 15 minutes to get their car. In a lot of cases it won't be that long. When you step into the hotel from that entrance, you'll be stepping in on red carpet signage that will greet you and tell you exactly where to go. If you are in fact a VIP guest, this time we will have hors d'oeuvres and cocktails for our VIP guests. VIP guests. And then when you come out of the VIP reception, and as everybody is entering about 6 o'clock, we have Jay Cruz from the K104 DD in the morning team. He will be on the red carpet. He will be interviewing people as well as other media outlets here in Dallas. I've gotten a few confirmations from some other media outlets that will be there. They will be conducting interviews. They will be taking pictures. It will be both print media as well as television media on the red carpet. So if you're coming, whether you're coming to the reception or not, be there at 6 o'clock so you can be interviewed, pictured, and seen on the red carpet. The
Oh,
show,
okay.
we will start promptly at 6:30. I have decided that excellence is the standard for this event. Everything about it is excellence. So food service will be you will be eating no later than 6:45. We'll start with a brief prayer, whatever, but 6:45 you will be served your food. It's a three-course meal. You'll have a salad, you'll have an entree with vegetables, you'll have a dessert, iced tea will be served, and of course, there'll be a cash bar open all night. For those of you who want to indulge in some extra cocktails, cash bar be open all night. So you'll be able to enjoy that. After 7:30 though, guys, you have to be on time because we have a show. And we're going to close the food service down at 7:30 because we are moving into another part of the event. So if you're coming, it's very important that you're on time because the hotel, they're going to make sure that we have the space necessary for the show that we have. So the food service will stop at 7:30. So guys, please be on time. Then at 7:30, we have a show. Now, last year, as Lisa said, we had a great show. But this year, I wanted everyone to feel like it was a production, like the Oscars, like the award shows that you see on television. So now I would like to bring Brian in too. Brian, if you would come in and just take a brief moment and just give us some information about some of the things that they can expect, the sound, the lights, what they can
That,
expect, and how much it will resemble a
that
real production, Oscar like production.
I love it. I love it. So listen. So first and foremost, so we're gonna bring in the 8 by 14-inch screen. Now, this is not a TV screen. This is not like your everyday screen. So this is the LED lights, brilliant bright lights. We're bringing in the smoke. We're even bringing in the lights. Now, guys. So Kate talked about the Oscars. Now, listen. This is it's gonna be just like the Oscars. So not only the lights are gonna be bright, then we're gonna have the sound. If you know anything about sound and me in sound is like the biggest part of this. So when we bring in the sound and the lights and everything, it's gonna make you feel like you're really in the Oscars. So with the awards and everything, so you like I told you a second ago, you don't want to miss this. And I'll say one other thing about this screen. Now, this screen that we're gonna be bringing in, we're flying people in from out of town. I got people coming in from Kansas, from New York that's going to help in with this show. Now, I'm going to tell you. So, when these guys come, they're coming with the best of the best equipment as well. So, I had to interview these guys. And with this interview, I told them, we can't play with this. So, they guaranteed me and reassured me that this is going to be something that we're all in for. So, we're going to be 2 days before the show, we're going to be in doing our sound checks, making sure everything is up to par, doing our lighting, our videos. And so when you're there, you're going to sit back and you're just going to enjoy the show. So, yes, Kate, thank you so much, Lisa, as well. I'm excited about this. this event, and also because it's my name and it's my grandmother as well. So, y'all, this is bigger than everything. And again, if you went to last year's show, this is nothing like last year's show. And I
Right.
promise you, and I can guarantee you that. And if you don't like it, you can call me direct, and I promise I'll pay for your ticket.
Hey, come on, Brian. Now listen,
Yeah,
you said 8 by 14. That's 8 foot
that's
tall.
8 foot, right?
Television. The
Correct. And it,
television, the video screen that we'll be looking at the show is 8 feet tall and
14 foot
14
wide.
feet wide.
Yes,
Now,
yes, yes,
that screen is as we call up the nominees, their images will be portrayed on that screen just as they
absolutely,
do at the Oscars. And
absolutely.
then as we announce the winner's picture will come up on that screen, and there will be Lisa will be giving us a complete bio of the person as they come. We have an
Absolutely.
audio guy that'll be introducing them with sound. So that the night would be electric. It will be electric. I am guaranteeing you
Yes.
that this night will be like only the Oscars, the
Yes.
Grammys,
Yes.
the Stella Awards, or
Yep.
the BET Awards. That is the only thing that compares to it. Because
Absolutely.
our goal is to completely immerse you into this experience.
Yeah.
Brian,
Right.
And
thank
not
you so much. Is there
no,
anything else you want to
not.
say?
There one
Oh,
more
you
thing, and
want to
so I
talk
had
about the
so
carpet, the red carpet
yes.
outside?
So I'll talk about that, but I also wanted to say so I talked about I interviewed five other companies for this event, and a lot of people was like, "Hey, we can hang from the truss." Well, I do rigging, so understanding how that stuff works, I'm like, man, I don't want to just. It has to hang from the truss, has to be secured. So one of the other companies like, man, Brian, I promise you, we'll get it done. And not only that, we're bringing our own equipment. So when he told me that, I was like, man, you got the job. So again, you don't want to miss it. The red carpet, listen. So when you're walking down, when you come off the elevator, just imagine taking your sitting down or standing up with the back, with the actual back of the backdrops with your information on it. And listen, the red carpet event, you don't want to miss it, man. Kay, who you say was coming? You say what's his name from
Jay
K104?
Cruz of
Jay
K104.
Cruz. Now listen, so when Jay Cruz interviews you, man, I'm looking forward to my interview. I don't know about y'all, but when Jay Cruz interview, man, this is a place. This is gonna be ecstatic, man. And so yes, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm super super duper excited about this as well.
That's right. Now, you guys, I want to point out something about this family. I want you to take a look at Brian's broadcast right now. Do you see what's above it said? It says, always give it your all. That is a trademark. That is a trademark for the Llewellyn family. And they are going to
Yeah.
give it their all. Everything, production, the red carpet, the entire experience. So listen, be on time, get your ticket and be on time because
Yeah.
it's going to be all of that and then some. Okay, Kate, where are we going next?
Okay, well, how about we go? How about we go to Robert? Robert in the house of Amadeus. Robert, when
Yes.
you told us a little bit before about the fashion. Now, guys,
Okay.
let me set the stage for you. Once you have finished your dinner, like any award show or the Oscars, the Grammys, they always start out with a riveting performance. Now, this year we have a few surprises for you as by way of performance. So we have a performance. You will see where we incorporate the video screen, the sound, but then our fashions. One of our designers for the night, Mr. Robert Lee and the House of Amadeus. Robert, do you mind taking a moment and just kind of giving us an idea of the kinds of fashion and how you're going to wow us with your part of the production?
Okay. Once again, like I say, this is Robert Lee, the House of Amadeus. I will be working with Willie Johnson of J3 Production, who will be bringing you some of the most fabulous models to walk the catwalk. I've been working with Willie for 4 years. We have a stylist, Jason Ruiz, King Ru, who can turn the simplest thing into the most gorgeous thing. Once again, this year, our creation will be based on Dark Angel. Once again, you think you're looking at something and it's not exactly what it is. Once again, like I said, this is going to be a beautiful event. I'm proud to be a part of it. As you can see, probably behind me, uh, some of the clothes that will be in the show. And I'm not going to show you everything, because once again, we want everybody to be surprised. If you have followed me, you know when I do a show, I bring a show. Once again, let me say again, thanks to the Fluella family. Like I say, if you lived in Dallas Fort Worth, you knew who the Fluellas was. So once again, I'm proud to be a part of this event. Once again, thank you. The House of Amadeus and the models, I mean, are going to be fab. You was wild last year. This year, you're gonna be standing up on your seat.
Oh my goodness, Robert. Okay, so I just have to get in here because I
Okay.
feel like we are living in the glamour era. You know, we're living in the glamour era. And so we can't wait to look on Pinterest. We can't wait to look on Instagram. We can't wait to look on TikTok to see what the next new thing is to wear, you know, the next new trend. You all forget TikTok. What? Forget Instagram. Forget
Yeah.
Pinterest. I mean, you're talking walking right in front of you. These
Yeah.
fashions right in front, what in front of you? I mean, and honestly, as I look behind Robert, I can
Okay.
already see how amazing all of this is going to be. I mean, y'all really, do y'all see that dress? Do you see that dress? I can't imagine in that little black and white print number. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all,
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, put the phone away.
Okay.
2020 is over. Put the phone away. Let's get in here and see all of this 3D live in action right in front of
Mhm.
our face. Walking the catwalk right in
Mhm.
front of us with none other than Robert Lee. Robert, before we let you go, tell us how to find you because we want to know more. We want to learn more. We want to make sure we're connected. How do we find you?
Okay. You can find me on IG, the official House of Amadeus. You can find me on Facebook, Amadeus Couture. My name is Robert Lee P. Percy, the original designer of the House of Amadeus. Once again, it's IG, the official House of Amadeus. Facebook, Robert Lee P. Percy. Once again, we look forward to seeing Dallas, Fort Worth, and even those of you that are coming from out of town. This is nothing like Fashion Fair. This is Flu Ella.
Thank
And
you.
she's going to
Hey,
bring
hey,
you a
come
fashion show.
come on. And can I tell you
Okay.
that we just giving you guys the brief highlights. We still got a few surprises.
Mhm.
We still got some things that, like I said, you will be every one of your senses will be tantalized that night.
Mhm.
You will see the smoke, you will see the fashion, but we're gonna throw a few extra things just to
Mhm.
wow you. I guarantee you, I can tell you that it's a fashion show, but what I am not telling you is that even within the fashion show, we have some surprises. Remember, this year we went all out on the stage, lighting, sound, everything that we have made it a point to make sure that you guys are wowed.
Absolutely. And so, you guys, we are keeping some secrets intentionally, but we are keeping some secrets. But trust us when we tell you, and you can go on Robert's Instagram page. I just followed him myself. I want you to follow him as well. You can check him out and you can see. Listen, he's all that and then some. Last year, just like Brian said, it was amazing. I described it to you. It was the sights, it was the sounds, it was the whole experience. But when I tell you we have the level up this year, it's everything it was and more. So you don't want to miss it. Don't wait. Right? Don't wait. This is a night you're investing into a family, into a legacy, into creatives, into artisans, into fashion, into beauty. This money celebrates a legacy and it gives you an opportunity to be a part of it. Come on. I know you want to be a part of it. All right, Kay, where are we going next?
Well,
Okay.
so thank you, Robert. Thank
Okay.
you
Okay.
so much.
All right.
Now,
I'll see you guys on the 5th. Look forward to working with you. See you again.
I have a thank you. I have a few more friends. We're waiting on we're gonna bring David back in just a minute. I have a few more friends that'll be joining us shortly. But before we do, I want to pause for a minute and say, now this night is a night about celebrating the beauty industry. So we have already selected, we've gone through the process, but I wanted to talk just a moment about how do we get to our winners and how do we get to this spot. Also, I've had several people to call me about how do they enter for next year. If you're not already following Beauty Awards Gala page on Instagram, then you need to do so because all of our we have all of our we'll make sure we put all of that on our Instagram page, Beauty Awards Gala on Instagram, because that's where most hairstylists are. And in just a minute, I'm going to bring Nikki Rockamore on, who was one of last year's winner. But before I do, I want to finish just this thought that I was saying. So, again, we started out. I have two boards that helped us to create this winners because I wanted it to feel like the Oscars. The first thing we did is we went on social media. Now, I hope, our prayer this year is to really expand our network so that we'll have more people following us and commenting. Again, this year, I went on social media quite a bit and asked people, who do you think is the best in makeup, the best in the categories that we had? And based off of those responses, we looked at all of those people. We even searched the web to try to find a few more people because a few categories we didn't have enough nominees. So we searched the web, and then me and my initial crew came, and it was a crew of five of us, and we came up with all of our nominees. Now, I wanted to be fair, and I wanted it to be where it wasn't a situation where I was voting for just my friends or people could say it was like me. And because I said I was doing the Oscars, now, what makes the Oscars so spectacular is they are voted on by their peers. And so the Academy Awards is a group of people who is in the industry that is voting on the industry to tell people who the best is. What I did this year I created a beauty circle, the best in beauty circle. It's a culmination of 20 individuals, all of whom are licensed professionals in the industry. So I then sent each one of them the different categories and a link to each individual's page. I asked them, spend time on these individuals' page, look at their work, and judge not on who you like the best, not on who is your friend, who is the most popular, but tell me, in your professional opinion, who is executing the best, who is giving you the most um, style, glam, execution. And from that, they voted, and now we're just getting the results in. Um, and again, like the Oscars, I didn't tally the votes. I sent it to an accounting firm, and I had them to tally the votes so they could tell me who the winners are, and they gave me so that I can then proceed to start preparing for the show. But hey, guys, this is again the best in beauty awards gala. I couldn't be more proud of the individuals that are participating in this show. At this point, I would like to bring in Nikki Rockamore. Nikki, will you join us on the screen?
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi, this is
How
my
y'all doing?
This
Doing
is an
great.
extraordinary stylist, Nikki Rockamore of Kenny Cole Salon. Nikki was one of the winners last year, and I just wanted her to tell you a little bit about the experience from last year. And that was my first time doing it. And after Nikki has told you about last year, I'm going to take a moment and tell you about what we have done to even make it a better experience even for our winners and nominees this year.
Well, hello, everybody, and thanks, Kay, for having me on. I still tear up every time I think about it. Being nominated and winning last year, this year was such a tearful moment for me. Um, this validated so many years of dedication for me, for what I do, my clients, everything. From the whole event, the venue, from the moment I walked in, I just felt like it was an Oscar night. I felt like such a star being in this industry. This is definitely what we needed, Kay. For everyone to not only just feel good, we all look good. It was a formal event. The place was just exquisite. From the cameras to the videos to the interviews that we were interviewed by some of the greatest people, news anchors. It was just so many people from the city of Dallas there, and the food was great. Um, I don't know, the moments that you had where there was fashion shows. There were so many different things in this entire event. I encourage everyone to go. This was a moment back when years ago when I used to attend the Bronner Brother Hair Show in Atlanta, Georgia. This was so phenomenal compared to that event in Atlanta. You guys know what Atlanta brought for all of us as hairstylists in this industry. And I just thank you, Kay, for bringing it back in a unique way. The Oscars was great. I'm excited to hold the title. I'm honored to hold the title for the best hairstylist in Dallas, Texas, 2023. I tear up every time I say that. I'm looking forward to 2024, what it has to bring. I wish everybody the best of luck. Um, I don't know what else to say. I just thank you for bringing this to Dallas, Texas.
Thank you, Nikki. And
Yeah.
and let me just add that Nikki, along with all of my winners from last year, will be presenting the winners for this year. So Nikki will be introducing the best short hair stylist in Dallas this year, and so um, we have that category is jam packed with just, I mean, I was so happy to pass that off to the beauty circle because as a stylist, I literally could not pick the who, in my opinion, I thought was the best.
Right.
And I think that we have five incredible hairstylists in the short. All of them, all of the candidates are really, really good. But in particular, the category that you'll be introducing, I just think it's just going to blow everybody away because I couldn't imagine having to vote on that particular category because, again, all of our nominees that night. But what we're going to do different this year, again, all of our nominees this year are invited to come to the VIP reception so that we have an opportunity to meet them, take pictures with them. They'll be getting, like I said, the hors d'oeuvres and cocktails. We'll be doing interviews even during the VIP reception. What's the VIP reception? Now, the VIP reception is going to be for all of our nominees, all of our sponsors. We have an incredible host of elected officials. I literally was at dinner last week. Lisa and I were at dinner last week, and I got a call from an elected officials asking me about, hey, I hear you're having an event with hairstylists. I respect the industry. I want to be in the face. I want to be amongst the industry. What do I need to do? And she asked me, where do I go? I want to secure my ticket. I want to be in the house. So I am getting a call from corporate America. I'm getting calls from elected officials. And now I am asking the beauty industry to show up. Why is this going to be important? This is going to be the networking event for the beauty industry of the year. You'll get to network with your other peers, but not only will you network with your other peers, I have a few manufacturers that are coming. We have a few hair care manufacturers that are coming. And a couple of them are looking for educators that will be able to teach their product. This may be an opportunity for some of our stylists to get a job as an educator. I also have a couple schools that will be coming, beauty schools that will be coming, and they are looking for instructors. This may be an opportunity. Now you don't even have to have a license to be an instructor. This may be an opportunity for you. And last but not least, another question that somebody asked me was, do you have to be a stylist to come? No, you don't have to be a stylist to come. Anybody who loves fashion, anyone who loves beauty, who loves elegance and all things glam, anyone who wants to have a great night out, you're welcome to come. Go online, Best in Beauty Gala or beautyawardsgala.com, grab your tickets, and hey, if you want to come, grab it before the hairstylist grab it. Hairstylist, don't let it be said too late.
Yeah.
Hey, also, let me say this. We will be closing the portal down on October, I think it's the 25th, because again, like the Oscars, we want to be prepared for you. Now, something that I did not say, every person that comes, that sits in their seat along with a delectable meal, you will also receive, every person who attends will receive a swag bag. But the people who pay for the VIP reception, you will get a swag bag out of this world. So we have swag bags for our VIP attendants. And so you asked, did you ask what's the difference between VIP and the regular attendants? Well, let me help you. Now, the regular attendees will pay 150. But again, that's for a night of opulence and excellence like none other. And you will have an exquisite meal, a three-course meal with tea and bread and butter. And you will have a show, like I said, lights, sound, a dramatic production. But if you decide and you want to go ahead and add the VIP, you will be invited to the VIP reception with all of our honorees so that you can be in the room to meet and greet. You will also get a bigger swag bag, and you will also have your valet parking paid for the night, and you'll get preferred seating for the night. So if that is what you want, go ahead, grab one of those VIP receptions. Tickets will shut down on August 25th because we got to know exactly how many people we have so we can personalize and prepare our swag bags for all of our attendees so that we can make sure we have the proper amount of people to make sure we valet park you. All of those things are happening that night. And so, and then one of the things last year, Nikki, you probably can attest to it. It was such an exhilarating night. We finished
Yes,
the
it
night
was.
about 9:30. So people were just anxious, like what to do next, what to
The
do next.
after party was the bomb.
So last we went up and just kind of made an after party.
Yes,
But this
yes, yes.
year, we have a space reserved right there within the hotel. And DJ TDK, 97.5 FM, he will be in the house. That comes along with your ticket. Whichever ticket you'll purchase, you'll be able to transition right over to the next room, come to the after party. Again,
Yes.
we'll have a
So
cash
nice.
bar
So
there all night. And DJ TDK will be in the house mixing it up. We're gonna make it an old school party. We're gonna sweat and we're gonna party and get that. Well, they gonna do it. I'm not. I'm just talking now. I got excited. But anyway, it's going to be an amazing party.
yes.
It's going to be an amazing event. Thank you so much, Nikki, for coming on and
Thank
just
you. Thank
testifying
you. Thank you.
of kind of what they can expect.
Yes. Have a good night.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
Now that we have talked to Nikki, I want to
Wasn't that a
bring
great
on.
conversation? Kay, seriously. I mean, when you saw her face, when you saw her heart, when you heard her heart, she talked about her gratefulness for being a part of such an amazing event. One of the things that she said that got my attention is that even when she talks about it now, it brings tears to her eyes. You know, I've always said, Kate, that an amazing event is one that makes you laugh, it makes you cry. You know, all those experiences, all those feelings, all those emotions. And I can say from sitting there, I felt the same. Thinking about your mom. I go way back. You and I go way, way back. And you guys, this tradition of excellence was really started by Kay's mom, who held events just like this, right? Amazing events. One of the first events like it, I believe, at the Anatole. Uh,
Uh, yes, but we also did the Majestic Theater through in
right.
the 90s.
And I was there. I remember that. I remember
Yes, yes.
that. And so it's a tradition of excellence. It's a tradition of excellence that's continued from the 80s, from the 90s, now to the 2000s. You guys, they've gotten it right. They've gotten it right. And so I want you to be a part of it. I want you to get those tickets. I believe Kay said that we're shutting down tickets on October 25th. And so you do not want to wait until the last minute. People are going to be talking about this. And you know what else? I was also thinking about those of you who may have, you know, a thought, something that you want to share with corporate America, something that you want to share with the beauty schools, something you want to share with the judges and the politicians. Guess what? They'll be in the room. They'll be in the room. And so this is an opportunity to enjoy a great night. But one of the words that we started using about 10 minutes ago was networking, right? It's a networking event as well. And so you don't want to miss that aspect of it. And then after it's all said and done, we'll have a chance to dance the night away at the after party. So you don't want to miss this. October 25th, shutting those tickets down. So now is the time, right? Now is the time so that you'll be in the place on November 5th. And I know that there's some VIPs out there who just have to get that VIP ticket. So come on, because you know there's only going to be a limited number of those. So come on and get that VIP ticket so you can enjoy
Correct,
the
correct.
night and then some, the level up, right?
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Awesome.
This week, I'll be doing media all week. And last year, and by the way, I'm already at the halfway point in ticket sales. Last year, we got to halfway and we just kind of was stagnated for just a moment. And then all of a sudden, one day we had some media attention, and the next day, overnight, we sold like 75 tickets in a 24-hour period. And then we were completely sold out. And then after we sold out, I must have had over 100 phone calls saying, "Are you sure you don't have any extra tickets? Do you have, hey guys, when we sold out, we're sold out. And I don't have any more space for anybody else once we sold out." And I am guaranteeing you that this event is going to be amazing. And I anticipate that it will sell out. So I'm asking you if you would go ahead, jump online, purchase your tickets because it will be an amazing event. Hey, I got Ryan Johnson, but before I do that, let me just make one more announcement. Also, if you're coming, because we're having an after party, the hotel was so gracious. They gave me a room block. They blocked off some rooms and said, normally the hotel room at the Omni is $299, 299 a night. But for the gala, if you go to the Fluellen Foundation, there's a link on the page here, and I'll post it again. There's a link for 199 that night if you want to stay at the hotel. So in case you think you might be having too much of a good time, go ahead, click on the link below, and book your room. You can stay there at the Omni with us. You can come in early so you can get dressed and make it a real experience for you. You'll be able to come in. They're going to let us check in a little early. Typically, check in is at 4, but they said they're going to try to prepare to make the rooms a little earlier for us to be able to check in. And then we'll go in the room and check in if you like and get dressed there at the hotel. And then when the party is over, all you have to do is just get on the elevator and have a
Okay,
good
Kay.
night.
Kay, let me just tell you what this is. Audience, let me tell you what this is. What we're really offering you here is the Best in Beauty Awards Gala Staycation. All right, it's
Yeah.
a gala staycation.
Come
Can you?
on now. That's what it's called.
It's a
Come on
gala
now.
staycation, ma'am. It's a staycation. And not just any kind of staycation. It's a gala staycation at the Omni, the beautiful Omni Hotel. Right. We are listen, we appreciate all the other entities that are out there, but you know and I know that the Omni is special. So to have a special night after having had a special night, it doesn't get any better than that, right? So you want to make sure you're a part of it. You're experiencing it all. Think about the things that we do. You know, sometimes we get on a plane and we go somewhere and you don't even know what to really expect. The Omni, you know what to expect. The Llewellyn family, you know what to expect. It's going to be an amazing night. So I want you to be a part of it all. Go big, go
Come on
VIP,
now.
and
Come
then
on.
go Best in Beauty Awards Gala Staycation. Come on, it's going to be amazing.
Okay, Lisa, thank you so much for that. Now, I want to say we talked about the party. I didn't tell you that the first of all, the ballroom has the most beautiful chandeliers you've ever seen. The ballroom has the most beautiful chandeliers you have ever seen. But then, when we go to the after party, the room that the after party in, it overlooks downtown Dallas. So not only will you be partying and having a good time, you'll be overlooking downtown Dallas. You don't even want to miss that. I'm telling you guys, I wanted you to feel it all. Now, speaking of feeling it all, we have one of our honorees that's on now. Studio 50, Ryan Johnson with Studio 5012. I want to introduce him now. Let me tell you, I am honored to call him an icon. Now, Ryan and I started beauty school together. And I recognized even when he was in beauty school that he was going to be a talented stylist. But after
Oh,
he got into the industry, man, you talking about shutting it down. Ryan has styled the greatest of the great in the city of Dallas. He has brought so much energy and flair and class to the industry. He is a Lisa. He has the voice as well. He moderates, he commentates,
I
he
love
hosts parties. He brings so much energy to the industry. And after asking a few people and my family, we sat down and we talked about who do we want to call the icon? Who is the first person we want to name as an icon in the industry? And hands down, my family said Ryan Johnson is the first person we want to bring on board as an icon. We will be celebrating Ryan, and I just wanted Ryan to take a minute to just first of all say he give us his thoughts about the honor and just the night and what he's expecting, and just take a minute, Ryan, and just talk about, take
well,
the floor.
first of all, I'm blown away because I respect your mom so much, and Flu is like my big brother, and you are like my sister, and your other sister was it Karen,
Sherry.
Sherry,
Yeah,
yeah, Sherry. I just been knowing you guys since Velma Bees,
yeah,
and and to be honest with you, I was your brother was instrumental in me doing platform work.
mhm,
Ed Ed had Sally said called Ed and referred. We're looking for a male to be a platform artist for this new product coming out. And before I knew it, Sally was calling me, and I'm trying to figure out why they calling me. Well, I didn't fill in an application form. Ed had referred them. He said we got it's a young guy. He got a lot of energy. He's new on the block, but he's an excellent hairstylist. He speaks well. And they called me, and I freaked out. I was like, man, what I'm gonna do with Sally's? Oh, I got down there and auditioned for Sally's. I said, they don't know nothing about no hair. We got this. They know how to sell products. They don't know nothing about no hair, and that's what took off. Next thing you know, I'm Paul Mitchell, Soft Sheen. Ended up being an educator for Vidal Sassoon Academy, and it's been a journey, and I loved every bit of it. I got to travel around the world. I got to travel around the. I've been to almost every major city in the United States, a couple islands and overseas, Canada.
yeah,
I'm grateful, and everybody asked me how'd you get started. I said a friend of mine on Lancaster Road,
yes.
and they're like who? I said Flu. Flu didn't have to use my name. I was just good friends with Flu, and I used to support all the parties. So I'm like, well, Flu, and I'm gonna go up to this. They had that party at the top of the building on in the Yorkshire.
Yeah. Uh-huh. The National Bank building.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. And
Mm-hmm.
then I went to the Majestic, and I went to everything that the Fluent supported. And people asked me, who the first family of hair in Dallas? I said the Fluellans. I said hands down. I knew the mama, so come on now. Well, the mama, and my mom lived across the street. She stayed at Lancaster. Well, she stayed on Fordham in Exeter.
Uh-huh.
So she was right there. She was in between the VA and
Yeah,
the flu shop. So if I didn't go over there on a way to go see my mom and check on her or whatever I was doing, it was a problem.
yeah, yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, Ryan, here's what we want to say. Just like Ed paved the way, one of the reasons we recognized you is that Ryan, I totally believe to whom much is given, much is required. That night of the event, there will be a lot of people in the room. And I love to take the opportunity to introduce a lot of stylists out there to more people who are in the room. But Ryan, One of the
Yeah.
reasons we are celebrating you is because you have paved the way for so many stylists. And we celebrate all the and not just good stylists. I mean, you have a list of stylists that come under you that are world class and world renowned. And so
And I'm, and I'm proud of them.
and we celebrate the people that you have brought into the industry, and just because you have paid it forward, just like Ed opened the door for you, that's what we are celebrating, the fact that you have paid it forward. So again, man, bring out your best tux, bring out your tuxedo, bring out your red bottom shoes or whatever you got, get your flyest gear, come out, because we're
What
gonna take
you
care of
already
you, and
know.
we're gonna make sure that you feel celebrated.
I surely appreciate it. I am so appreciative of it, and and I was really outdone because it depends. People, a lot of people can give you your flowers and awards, but it really depends on who's giving them to you.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
true. So true.
It really depends on who's giving them to you. I didn't got a lot of awards and recognition, but I like I get it from my first family, my beauty school family. I'm just missing because Velma Brooks won't be there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got kicked out of beauty school. I mean,
Why?
I'm just telling you, I just got kicked. I got kicked out of school. Terry Brooks said you got to leave because we just got into it. She called me, said come back to school. I was out of school for 2 months. I said, why did it take me a year to graduate? But I guess she seen something in me because every competition we went to state, I won first place, or I just picked it up. I just
Yeah.
picked it up. But yeah,
But
but I
Uh,
just
one of the things, Ryan, that we just appreciate about you, that I love that you drew out, Kay, is the fact that we are celebrating him for being an icon. And then while we're celebrating him and loving on him, even in this live stream, he starts celebrating Ed because Ed opened the door for him. Ed held the door open for him. And then in the middle of all of that, to bring it all full circle, Kay, here you come again talking about the fact that Ryan has held the door open for others. And so you
yes,
want to be inspired. There's such an inspirational aspect to this program, such an inspirational aspect to the gala. If you want to be inspired and you want to hear some more really great stories about Ryan getting kicked out of beauty school, you want you want to be there. You want to be close to him at the after party so you can hear all the secrets from an icon. I mean, seriously, not all the secrets. He's not going to tell you that. But what you can do, though, is to be in the room. Sometimes, Kay, what it takes is being in the room. It can make all the
absolutely,
difference in the world. The fact
absolutely.
that he knew Ed, the fact that those people that he mentored knew him, the fact that I know you. All of
Yes,
us are connected. Sometimes
yes,
I think
yes.
we're looking for next and thinking it's going to come from the sky. It comes from being connected. So I can't tell you guys enough. Get connected, get your tickets, be in the room with the great
hey,
Llewellyn, be in the room with Studio 5012, be in the room with Ryan, be in the room with the icon. You can't miss it.
listen, and I'm not trying to knock anybody, but today's generation, they want the fast track.
Yeah,
They don't want to. They want the fast track. Half of them don't want a license. And I tell them, I said, listen, get your license, and I will teach you everything. I'll teach you how to market yourself. I'll teach you
right.
customer service. I'll teach you how to raise your prices. How much you
Yeah,
gonna start me off with Blueprint? I'm gonna start you off now. I'm downtown. I said I'll start you off at $50
right.
because it's
Now you
not.
can't
It's
even
not.
beat that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But hey, here's the deal. If we have any new stylists, or anybody that's in beauty school, new stylists, you want an opportunity, you want a leg up, you want a foot up. This is the event that you need to be at. And I've heard people say, some people have called me, Kay, $150. Come on, man. Why? But let me ask you something. If this is an opportunity to fast track your career, if this is the opportunity to meet with people like Ryan, who would then embrace you and give you an opportunity, how much is too much to pay to be in the room with real icons? How much is too much to pay to be in the room with hair care manufacturers who are looking to hire hairstylists? How much is too much to pay to be in the room with elected officials who want to get to know hairstylists? How much is too
But
much? And
listen,
I'm telling
listen.
you, it's a
You
small
tell you
amount for a great
you
value.
tell me. When I'm teaching classes around the country, I'm not just giving them hot hairstyles, hair colors, and haircuts. Listen, y'all. If you want to build your network, you got to build your network to build your net worth. And they have to really think about it. I say, listen, I surround myself with people doing as much or better than me. That's the only way I learn. You have to learn those good habits, not the bad habits. You have to learn those good habits. And but you'll go and spend $300 on a lace front, but you won't spend $150 on investment and enjoyment and entertainment.
Yeah.
Invest in you, be in the room. Right?
Huh?
That's what we're saying. Invest in you, be in the room. And let me tell you what, well, I've already taken away from Ryan tonight. In addition to his inspiration, is he just said he just dropped the bomb. Did y'all catch it? Ryan just dropped the bomb and it was amazing. He said if you want to improve your net worth, you have to improve your network. So you got to get in the room. You got to improve that network, right? It's a networking event. It's a fashion event. It's a beauty event. It's an after party. It's all of that and more. You guys, $150.
Right.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's all that and
And
more.
right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just have to watch what you invest in. Don't
Right.
invest in a fly by night. Invest in something that's going to give you growth and prosperity. And that's all I've always, even if I didn't have the money back in the day, I made a way to get up in that room. I need
Yes.
to
Yes.
be up in that room. I'm a
And
young
I can
gun.
tell you,
I'm trying to be in the circle.
Ryan, I can tell you that much of the doors, many of the doors that open for me, open because, like you, I made the investment to be in the room. I made the investment to see and to know who was in the room and to dare to have a conversation. And I shot my best shot every time I could.
Yeah.
And
Or just go.
oftentimes, most people were impressed with just the fact that you dared to ask, dared to. What as we're getting ready to close, let me add one more thing. The night of the gala, we will be celebrating the lifetime achievement award winner will go to Renee Cottrell Brown. She is the daughter of the infamous
Coma.
Coma Cottrell who started Proline. Her daughter now owns New Standard Hair Care. And I mean, this family is unbelievable in the industry and what they have been able to do. Renee is the creator of Just For Me hair care. She still is
Mm-hmm.
in the industry. She's still doing things. But being in the room with her once before, and once I knew who she was, I went over to her and I shot my best shot. And I wasn't really prepared, but I went over and said, hey, I know who you are, blah, 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 blah. I would love it if you mentor me. And here's what I have in mind. And this was I want to do. I caught her off guard and she said, you know what? I tell you what. Actually, I went to her husband first, and then he said, I'm gonna take you over here. I want to introduce you to my wife. She said, I tell you what, she called me, gave me a time and a date, and said, meet me here. And she told me, she said, I have three rules before I will allow someone to be mentored by me. She said, one, respect my time. Don't ever be late. She told me, two, I'm going to give you some assignments. And I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes you're not going to really know how to do it. And you might not do it right. I don't care if you don't do it right. I want you to do it. Every assignment I give you, I want you to do it. And lastly, I'm older than you. I'm from a different generation. Some things I say may come across as boring. Just engage me, oblige me, and don't treat me like you don't care about what I'm saying. And if you do those three things, I promise to show
Hmm.
you everything that I know and give you everything that I got. So the
Come on
reason
now.
where I'm able to go into the Omni and negotiate with the Omni, it all comes from the training that I got from Renee Brown. The reason I'm able to sit at the table with politicians and invite politicians is because Renee Brown taught me the art of negotiation. And I sit in a room and talk to politicians about what the beauty industry has to offer and why they would want to engage the beauty industry. And now I have done a good job of convincing them. So they're coming and they're looking to shake hands. The interesting thing is oftentimes we look at politicians and think they're off limits, but they have called me thinking that the hairstylists are off limits to them, and they are waiting and anxious for an opportunity to meet you. So,
Right.
to all of my people that are out there, Ryan, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're getting ready to wrap this up because I promise not to keep you all for more than an hour. Lisa, thank you so much. But to all of the people who are watching this, I'm going to have some parting words, but before I do, Lisa, why don't you just take one moment and make your parting statements? I'll make my parting statements, and then we'll see you guys Sunday, November the 5th. But Lisa, go ahead with what you have to say.
Sure, just real quick, everybody. One of the things that hit me the hardest and the most intimately as we were sharing tonight is the value of being in the room. Kay outlined so beautifully the relationship that she has with her mentor, who's winning a Lifetime Achievement Award. That Lifetime Achievement Award, the mentorship, the relationship that she has with her, none of that would have happened if she wasn't in the room. I have a feeling, and in fact, I know that this is going to be an extremely special, special night with all kinds of opportunities in it, not just for the food, not just for the fun, not just for the networking, but also for your future. So I want you to get in the room, have the courage, have the courage, get in the room, have the conversations, and you just don't know where those conversations could take you. My last thing to say is simply this: I bargained with life for a penny, only to learn dismayed that anything I would have asked of life, life would have gladly paid. I bargained with life for a penny, only to learn dismayed. Anything. I want us to work hard. I want us to live well. And I want us to celebrate big, because anything that we ask of life, life with hard work, with dedication, with faith, and a work ethic, life will gladly pay. Thank you, Kay, for letting me be a part. Can't wait until the 5th. Get your ticket and get in the room.
Ooh, Lisa, you done made me speechless. Come on now. Life is going to pay you guys. This is amazing. Hey, guys, I hope you have felt the energy of this night. My mother often told us, again, to whom much is given, much is required. She also told us that building community builds business. As a stylist, I have worked, I've had an amazing career, and now I am ready to transition to the point where I am giving back full time to hairstylists. We will introduce the Mary Fluellen Foundation, and we'll tell you all about the opportunities that the Mary Fluellen Foundation is creating for hairstylists. Briefly, I will tell you that I have partnered with some banks who are going to be teaching financial literacy. I have partnered with, and we're going to do a course that is very similar to the Goldman Sachs business training course for hairstylists. But we're going to unveil all of that the night of the gala. We actually have even partnered with a developer who will be there the night of the gala. And we're going to unveil some of the products that the Mary Fluellen Foundation is doing. I believe that for every hairstylist who would dare to come out and brave this room, I believe that this night will literally change your life. That is the goal. The goal is to make sure that you feel like you have been to the Oscars Awards. I want you to dress like it. I want you to come prepared. I want you to bring your business cards. And I want you to come with your best elevator speech, because I promise to you that we will have the people in the room. And if you've been waiting on an opportunity, opportunity is waiting to meet you here. I will say this: Lisa gave us a poem and she blew me away. I guess I must tell you that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but our deepest fear is that we are powerful, but beyond measure. Each of you who are watching me, you have an opportunity to exercise and unleash the greatness that is in you, because there are people there that is waiting to meet you. Don't you dare miss this opportunity. Don't you dare cower down and miss the opportunity to have the greatest experience that the beauty industry, that Dallas beauty industry has ever seen. The manufacturers are coming. The people in the beauty industry across the globe are coming. We have people flying in. The production crew is coming. We have invested major dollars, not a few dollars. The Omni Hotel alone, people ask, why the price? The Omni Hotel alone is exorbitant in price. But that is not the point. I want the beauty industry. I believe in this industry so much that I felt like you deserve the best. For years, stylists have made people feel beautiful and gorgeous. We have made people feel valuable. We have been the life coach. We have been the counselor. But nobody has stopped and taken the time to celebrate the industry. That's what I'm here for. And if you are a stylist, if you're in the industry, go now. Get your tickets. Best in Beauty Awards Gala. Don't think about it. Don't hesitate. I'm telling you, you're going to sell out. And as time progresses, I'm going to continue to do more media as we get closer. I don't want to do media and the tickets are already gone and you don't have an opportunity to be in the room. So I thought I'd go live tonight and tell you about it. We still have some other things that will happen that night that I haven't even had a chance to tell you. But we will run this night like clockwork. We will start promptly at 6:30. The show will be over by 9:45. We will go into the after party go straight from the event into the after party if that's what you want to do. This will not be an all-night event. Everything is timed. Everything will be like a major television production. That's what we're offering you. Hey guys, get your tickets. Don't miss it. Thank you for this time. Thank you for your attention. And remember, laugh often, love openly, and live out loud. This is Kay Fluellen inviting you to go to the Best in Beauty Awards Gala. Click on now to Best in Beauty Gala. Get your tickets. And I'll see you Sunday, November the 5th on the red carpet.